this is the most dangerous robot I've ever built. It's also the most massive, with the most destructive pair of hammer smashers, and the most menacing set of googly eyes, along with some other surprises. Because I was challenged to a robot battle against 5 dudes I know. But this was hardly a fair fight, because it would be their 5 robots against just one of mine. And given that the only rule was there are no rules, as you might expect, things escalated very quickly with a few surprises.
It's the coolest thing I've ever seen!
A good bit of danger.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
And a lot of carnage. And since the winner of the battle got free reign to completely redecorate the loser's headquarters, the trash talking commenced immediately.
How are you guys feeling?
If you get past Garrett, I'll be shocked.
Wow. You don't even think I'll make it to the final round.
Home team's gotta feel pretty good.
I'm at about a 2, to be honest with you.
Take it!
All right, gentlemen. I want a clean fight. I want to abide by the rules.
There are no rules.
Exactly. Let's battle some bots. What do you say?
Let's do it.
It was time for the dudes to lay eyes on what would be their undoing.
Gentlemen, the cyber tank.
It's huge!
Wait, does this violate a rule?
No, it doesn't.
Oh, right.
So with the lack of rules fully established, it was time for the cyber tank to start mercilessly working her way up the dude chain, starting first with Cody.
May I present to you R2-D2?
From a galaxy far, far away came the first challenger.
Wait, I think there's a height issue.
Is that as much as the door opens up?
It doesn't fit.
It's not
All right, hold on.
Did you not think about the height restrictions codes?
Guys, this is a bad start.
We know, Mark. We're not as smart.
But once we had the droid we were looking for,
Enable taser. All right, Marky.
Cody engaged both his taser system
Wow.
and his squirt gun system in an attempt to short circuit my robot. But unfortunately for the dudes,
The cyber tank's waterproof.
Oh, he's still alive.
But that mustache there, it's not just for decoration.
because what they didn't realize is that with the simple motorized retraction of a 1/4-inch steel cable, Cybertank's fashionable mustache doubled as a 9-point razor-sharp ramming bayonet.
I promise this will be quick and painless.
Hey, Mark!
Ramming speed!
Seriously, stop. Hey, you might want to take a look at what's inside R2. Do we have the live feed?
That's in the robot?
Yeah! You can't attack! You're helpless!
And while we did say no rules, turns out it was an oversight on my part, thinking the Geneva Conventions still applied.
Surrender and not risk a squirrel's innocent life.
And so with my controller turned off,
Dump your water.
Cody overconfidently decided to take a cheap shot,
I'm sorry, I'm new at this! You missed!
which unfortunately exposed the inside of his empty robot.
Wait!
Which meant the live squirrel video feed was just a clever ruse. And nothing gets me more angry than getting clever rused. So I got back to work.
No!
Pork chop me.
Get away! Run away!
And I didn't come home from work
I'm alive.
until there was no doubt
I'm cut in half.
who won round 1.
Oh, your skewer!
Your mistake was involving the squirrels.
And with that resounding victory,
We're taking it up a notch, brother! Hope you had fun with that one, Mark.
it was time for my next victim.
Welcome to round 2, Mark. Here we go, boys!
2 at once? Uh-oh.
It was twin robots for the twins, one with laser-guided retractable harpoons, and the other packing 4 angle grinders and an aerial assault drone. But I wasn't worried.
You ready for this, boys? 3, 2, 1!
Okay, this is kind of tricky to track both.
We're not a trash can, Mark.
That's rude.
Get over here!
I do not like his eyes on me. Brace yourself. 3, 2, 1, fire!
It seemed like their goal was to harpoon me, then wrap me up, then grind me down, which made it the perfect time to introduce my countermeasure, known affectionately as the Warhammers. Powered by a pair of 24-volt DC motors, these babies are capable of independently delivering over 1,000 pounds of force to anything that dares oppose them. If they can easily rip through watermelons and smash up solid concrete, they would have no problem dealing with a set of pesky twin bots.
Hey, stay away from those.
Okay.
Fine, he can't reach me.
You are flirting.
I'm fine. Oh, don't flip it over.
And while I focused on cornering Twin 1, Twin 2 launched Operation Glitter Drone.
What is that?
It's a glitter bomb, Mark. Maybe you've heard of it.
A glitter-infused black powder surprise designed to penetrate the cyber tank's armor shell.
Oh!
lucky guess.
When in fact, it was not a lucky guess. Because in keeping with the spirit of no rules, the week prior, I placed a drone in a servo-actuated box and then had a fake delivery driver deliver the fake package to Dude Perfect headquarters. So when they all went home for the day, a little aerial recon work made anticipating their plans and designing effective countermeasures like anti-drone tassels powered by 4 24-volt leaf blowers fairly straightforward.
I gotta say, the streamers were a nice touch. They That was clever. Game recognized game. That was nice.
But I was done playing nice.
I can't see. I can't see. Oh, heads up. This is bad. This is really bad.
With the drone out of commission, I now had to face the harpoons,
Help! Help! Mom!
Fire, fire.
I'm going for the wheel.
which unfortunately for me, was now securely fixed in one of my tires.
Now I'm angry!
Here we go.
Their plan was to wrap me up with the harpoon line and then incapacitate me Star Wars style so they could angle grind off my warhammers.
Wrap. Let's go.
Which is a brilliant tactic.
Oh, it's a wrap!
I don't think it's doing anything, Kobe.
Unless you have even a basic 7th grade understanding of the rudimentary laws of physics. Because the relative mass of my cyber tank ensured the retracting harpoon line would just pull him closer to me.
He's dragging me.
Be perfectly in line with the Warhammer. And while battling Twin 1, I noticed Twin 2 appeared to have stalled out. So I readied the 9-point mustache bayonet to finish the job. And that's exactly when I realized it was a trap.
I'm stuck!
And they had once again clever rused me.
Grind him.
Because now that I couldn't move off the wall, I was a perfect sitting duck for the angle grinders to get to work.
Oh, yeah.
But thankfully, overconfidence seemed to be the theme for the day.
Ramp him. Use it as a ramp.
I'll take the assist.
Now that my Warhammer arm was significantly weakened, my attempts to fight back led to disastrous results.
He broke the armor.
And with the tide suddenly strongly surging against me, I was left with only one option.
I was gonna save this to later, but I have no choice.
Because pushing that button sends an RF signal that triggers a small DC motor on a cam that will then dispense copious amounts of glitter bomb fart spray. And if you place that whole contraption in a fake battery and then bribe a Dude Perfect team member to place it in the dude's driving box before the match, you suddenly make things much easier on yourself.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Fart spraying.
It's bad.
Mark, that's a dirty move.
There's no rules. I can smell the fart spray from here. This is rough.
And with no one left to stop me, the rest was pretty straightforward.
Okay, I'm unstuck. Let's just get this guy right here for a nice conclusion to round 2. It's hammer time. Yeah! How dare you come against me? And that, folks, is round 2.
And so while the Febreze worked its magic and Sparky attended to the cleanup on aisle Twin, I challenged the dudes to a 5-round rapid-fire Crunch Labs toy face-off.
This is nice. I get to beat you twice in one video.
Starting first with our version of Rock'em Sock'em Robots, except it's squirrels, and we learn all about the power of hydraulics.
Send him. That's one.
Next up was Trampoline Skee Ball, where the first to 9 wins, but if you miss, they all reset using the engineering principle of levers.
Too high. One more. Come on, Core. Get your mind right.
These are my toys.
This is what we do for a living, though.
Then it was on to Airball, where the first to catapult their ball to get stuck in the airstream using the Kwanda effect wins.
I bet Mark loses.
First one into the air. Then to a coin spinner battle where we explore the power of ratchets.
Come on, pick me.
Yes! 2 losses in one day. That's gotta hurt. Final battle.
And finally to the carnival duck shoot,
3, 2, 1, go!
where thankfully Cody distracted himself with a different target.
Oh, there we go. Thank goodness for the 3-point finale.
So if you want to build and play with any of these super fun toys yourself, all while learning a ton about how to think like an engineer at the same time, just scan this QR code to head on over to crunchlabs.com. Now back in the arena, it was round 3 against the purple hoser himself.
Let me see what you got, Gare.
Purple dozer. Purple dozer. Purple dozer.
It appeared to be some kind of small purple bulldozer with 2 front-mounted nail guns and 2 in the rear, which, to be honest, for their penultimate robot seemed a bit underwhelming. That is, until this happened. The flamethrower was melting my tires, warping my googly eyes, causing the structure to heat up to the point where it became weak and ductile. Which is why it's always handy to equip your robot with a 10-pound bottle of liquid CO2 at 800 PSI, because when the cryogenic solenoid valve releases, fire will lose to ice every time. With the fire threat neutralized, now I just had to disable the nail guns.
Oh, your nail gun! Nail gun down!
That was one. Now the trick would be taking out the other 3 while at the same time
No, there it is, there it is.
protecting my tires from the nails. That was 2, but it cost me an arm.
Nail him, nail him!
Oh no, nail gun!
You stop running from me!
Number 3 was actually kind of easy. And at this point, with no arms left,
Oh, dude, you're bending it!
I would have to rely on the cyber stash.
Shave his mustache, dude.
And there was number 4. Mission accomplished.
You got no flame, you got no nail guns.
You got me. You got me.
But this is where Gare threw me a curveball.
I have programmed the self-destruct button. Will you do me the honors in pressing it?
Why wouldn't you just programmed it on your remote?
I'm not smart, dude.
Which was a solid point, and yet he was smart enough to know my Achilles heel.
I'm nothing if not a very curious individual. I can't not push the button.
I know you can!
I can't help
And
it.
so trading caution for curiosity, the cyber tank mustered the final strength in what little remained of her crumpled right arm.
Maybe like 3 taps, Mark. Yeah, yeah.
Where did that come from?
Got him with the button trick.
Things were looking very bad for me at this point.
This is all I got, man.
I still want to go.
And with the cyber tank buried and bruised under an actual pool table,
Let's go! Yeah!
Tyler chose to kick a man while he's down. The Finalbot not only wielded a 30-pound swinging axe that could easily turn the pool table into firewood,
What's on the front of your thing?
but the 63-pound slug of steel on the front
Watch this, boys!
That's just gratuitous.
could achieve a max angular velocity of 4,500 RPMs.
Dude, are we about to win this?
Yeah, we are.
This was very bad news. Bit by bit, the dude systematically ripped apart the cyber tank, just like a greedy child ripping open a Christmas present, wielding a giant axe. And with one final degrading parting shot, they shaved her mustache.
The mustache.
We've done it!
Now, the celebratory confetti felt a bit premature and insulting,
Really? Confetti?
given that the refs still hadn't given us the final call.
We're not even engineers, Mark! You lost to a bunch of uneducated scrubs! How do you feel?
Honestly, it's disappointing.
I bet it is!
It's disappointing. You guys actually thought I wouldn't have engineered a backup plan. Lights! What? Soundtrack! Trapdoor!
No. What?
Look at it lifting! Gentlemen, may I introduce you to... There's a bot in the box!
No!
That's right. Inside the cyber tank, all along was my Trojan rat, saved for just such an occasion like this. What makes Fat Tail so special are those 2 unassuming prongs on the front. Because inside, there's a 16-pound flywheel that's spinning at 9,000 RPM. And when these 2 solenoids force this clutch against the flywheel, well, that then twists up this bundle of super strong cords, which makes them get shorter, which then actuates this rack and pinion, causing the nose of Fat Tail to raise with an incredible amount of force. The force is so great, in fact, it can launch a 250-pound payload 20 feet into the air. These anvils literally damage the solid wood beams on my ceiling. And if it could do that to a few 50-pound anvils, then just imagine what it could do to something built by dudes who make ping pong trick shots for a living.
Oh, this is bad. Hey, don't attack yet. We gotta reset. Oh, Sparky, clear the arena.
By the way, we signed a bunch of the busted robot pieces Sparky is cleaning up here, so go watch the video on Dude Perfect's channel to find out how you can get your hands on some of it.
Okay, final match!
Bring it, Rover. Mark, I need to know something. Is this the last robot?
This was it. No more twists, no more turns.
Spinner engaged.
Just pure carnage.
Let's go!
Come on, Ty. Yeah, baby, run the wheel. That was quick.
I'll do you a favor and spin you back over!
That one hurt. Oh, that's insane! No. Spin your wheel. Thank you. I'm alive. Get away. Move his head off.
Okay. This is for the squirrel!
I don't like this. I don't like that. You just need one good punch. Use your axe. I'm trying. Oh, that was cool.
As for the confetti!
It was time
I'm fine.
to finish this.
You're not fine! Let's go!
With more of a engineering trick shot.
My wheels
With the board cleared, Fat Tail was free to play with her lifeless prey, to the dismay of the losers.
Oh, you're still good, dude! Oh no! Don't hit my tail!
One last throw couldn't hurt. Or maybe it could.
Hey, guys! I think we lost!
This is our white flag. We throw it.
I almost died, and you can see we legitimately destroyed the walls of their actual building.
That's a TKO. Mark Rober, the robot battle champion. Your reputation was on the line.
I think, the only thing left.
We still gotta do that?
Boys better get to work.
Hey, get in there nice and deep like. We're trying.
Hey, fellas! You're missing a spot!
We're doing our best, Mark! We're not painters!
If you ever want to know how to make and build really fun things, Crunch Labs has you covered, because for kids, we've got Build Box, and then for teens and adults, we've got Hack Pack. In both cases, they get delivered right to your door, where we build them together and learn all the really cool science and physics that make them work. With Build Box, we set the foundation by building a super fun mechanical toy each month, which makes it a great first step for learning how to think like an engineer. Then for Hack Pack, we take it up a notch with a really cool robot that will work right out of the box, no programming required. But then as a fun incentive to dig in and tweak the code, we make it easy to level up the robot's capabilities using the online coding module. So if you want to enhance or even just take the first step of unlocking the really fun and rewarding hobby of making stuff, just go to crunchlabs.com or use the link in the video description where to say thank you. We're giving away either 1 or 2 boxes as a back to school special. Thanks for watching.